make a start. So a little safety brief before we get going, okay? So most people can exercise without speaking to a doctor first, especially if their medical condition is under control. However, if you have any symptoms from a heart, kidney or metabolic condition, such as chest pain, shortness of breath, sudden dizziness, or you feel unwell, you should check with your GP before you start. Okay? If you are a current participant in the health-based activities with the Active Leeds Health Programmes team, please check with your GP if your health conditions have developed worsening or new symptoms since the COVID-19 has started. Okay? If you are unsure, don't participate. Contact the Health Programmes team and we'll advise you more. You can contact us two ways. The first one is email health.programs@leeds.gov.uk or telephone 0113 378 3680. I will read them out at the end as well for you, okay? So your area and surroundings, I've said already. Prepare your exercise base by clearing away any unnecessary clutter. So make sure you've got no rugs, no shoes out so you can trip over, make sure it's all clear and away. Keep something sturdy nearby for support. So today I've got the chair and I've also got the wall, but for you guys at home it might be a kitchen work surface, it might be a kitchen room table, it might be the armchair on the sofa or chair. Okay, make sure you've got something sturdy nearby. Have a glass of water ready to sip, okay, as you exercise. Wear well-fitting clothing, so shoes, trainers, things like that. If you're exercising on your own, make sure you've got a telephone nearby in case you need it. We're going to set the pace, so always warm up and start exercising to your own level. So don't be going at it really fast, just build up gradually. Okay? If you experience any pain anywhere or dizziness, just stop and rest. Okay? And last but not least, try not to hold your breath throughout your exercises, okay? So we've got a 2-minute step challenge as we go through today, as well as a 30-second sit-to-stand. So you do need a pen and paper before we start to write down those scores. But first of all, welcome to Health Circuits. We are going to get going. So we're going to stand nice and tall, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Keep those tummy muscles tucked in, okay? We're going to bring the hands up, we're going to clasp and unclasp as we walk in on the spot. So if you've got room, you can take a couple of steps forward and a couple of steps back. If you don't have much room, you can always just tap the toes forward. I'm going to rotate those wrists around as well. So I've got a stepper with me today, but you can use your stairs or you can just use no equipment, and we're just going to go into that march on the spot. Okay, for that 2-minute step challenge. From there, just step the arm across the body. We're going to hold on to that forearm, we're going to pull it in nice and tight. Okay, we're going to spread those fingertips and push away as far as you can. Again, you'll notice that I'm carrying on tapping my toes, but if you've got room, just have a little walk forward and a little walk back. Okay, and from there, let's just swap sides. So take the arm across, hold on to that forearm, pull it in nice and tight. So just remember, big deep breaths as we go through. Your heart rate will elevate. You will start to feel breathless as well. That's normal when we exercise. And we can relax there. Just give those arms a little shake. We're going to bring the hands together. We're going to push forward. And then we're going to sink the head down into that gap. So here you should feel a nice stretch in the top of your back. And again, you should be looking at your toes and letting them sort of wiggle, letting them tuck the toe. Or if you're walking, we can walk forwards and a few steps back. From that position, take the arms round the back, squeeze into the elbows, the hands in the small of your back, lift that chest. So there you should feel a nice stretch across the top of the chest. Again, tapping the toes, having a little march on the spot. You can have a little walk forward, a little walk back. Today I'm just tapping the toes as normal. And we can relax there, just give those arms and legs a little shake. Good. So we're going to bring the feet hip width apart. We're going to soften those knees. We're going to grow nice and tall. Hands on the hip. And we're just going to rotate those hips around. So you've got hip circles. So getting as far forward as we can, as far back. Good. And the opposite way. Swap ways. Keep them tall. So your next one, you got a little side bend. So grow nice and tall, shoulders back, hands down by the side. And just have a little reach down, keeping tall. Okay? So we're not moving forwards or backwards, just going side to side. That's good. And relax there, give those arms and legs a little shake. And we're just going to take it into a little march. So marching on the spot. Again, keeping tall. You're going to bend those elbows to a 90-degree angle, and then the movement is coming from those shoulders. And we're just starting to lift those knees off the floor. So heel to toe action, keeping tall. That's good. So from there, take it into toe taps. So tapping that toe forward, pointing that toe down into the floor. Good. The arms, just have a little movement going forwards and backwards. Good. And into those side taps. So we're going to tap the toe out to the side. Again, pointing that toe down. Keep it nice and tall. Good. And let's go step backs. So we're now tapping back. And again with the arms, just have a little swing. Excellent, good. So a few little stretches coming up. First one, we're going to take that foot back, we're going to leave the foot forward. We're going to take the whole way onto the front foot, that back heel, keep it on the floor as we're leaning in. Okay, nice and tall, try not to come too far forward with that knee. That's good. And slowly up, let's go to the other side. So one foot forward, one foot back. Again, shift that weight forward onto that front leg. Try not to lift that heel at the back. Keep it nice and tall. And slowly back up. Okay, give those legs a little shake and back into that march. Good. Maybe lift those knees just a little bit higher. And we use those arms a little bit more, so a little bit more of a swing. That's good. Okay, this time you've got a sorry, we're going to go into a heel dig. So digging that heel into the floor and we're lifting that toe. And again, slight movements in the arms. Good. Okay, the next little stretch. We're going to leave one foot forward. Okay, heel down, toe up. The opposite leg, the back leg, just have a slight bend. Hands go on the hips, and then we just lean forward at the waist. Makes you feel a nice stretch in that hamstring. Keep it nice and tall. And slowly up, let's do the other side. So heel down, toe up, soft knee on that opposite leg. Keep it tall, hand on the waist, lean at the hips. Again, if you feel that nice stretch. And slowly up from there. Again, just give those arms and legs a little shake. And back into that march. Well done. So now, hopefully, we're just starting to feel a little bit warmer. Just giving those arms a good little shake. And into toe taps. This time we're going to add in the arms and we're going to press forward. So both arms just pressing forward, tapping those toes. That's good. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into that march. Again, trying to lift those knees a little bit higher. Maybe have a bigger movement in those arms. Next one, we're going to step out to the side. So we're going to side step and back in. So stepping out, toe down, then heel, and then letting the opposite foot come to meet it. Okay, good. Let's add in these arms. Every time we take that step, raise the arm up. And again, remember, we're just setting the pace. So So you're starting at your level. If I'm going too fast, you can slow it down. You want to add in both arms? Let's add in both arms. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into that match. Good. Next up, you've got heel digs and arm curls. So the arm curls, the elbows are keeping it in tight. With bicep curling up. With the feet, heel down, toes are raised. And back to that march. Couple more exercises to go. So we're going to bring the feet to a stop. We're going to bring the feet hip width apart. We're going to keep that chest up. And we're just going to have a few little knee bends or squats. That's good. So the chest is up, your back's nice and straight, the knees aren't too far forward. And we're going to tap the toe, raise the arm up and across the body. So a little bit of coordination. Keep tapping those toes, keep reaching the arm up as high up as we can. And from there we're going to take the arm across shoulder height. Again, keep tapping those toes. Keep reaching across, shoulder height. And the last one, keep tapping those toes, but taking the arm down towards the floor. And we're going to keep looking forward. So we're not looking down to where we're pointing. That's good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax there. Give those arms and legs a little shake. So we're going to start your 2-minute step challenge. If you've got a stepper, fantastic. If you want to use your stairs, you can use your stairs. If you don't have any equipment, we can just go to a march on the spot. So what we're going to do, we're going to go for 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, I want you to get your heart rate. So a couple of ways. Use your wrist, or you can use just underneath the chin. But you're going to count how many beats you get, okay? From there, you're just going to write it down on a little bit of paper, or you can remember it and write it down afterwards. Then you're going to times it by 6, okay? So, if you've got a stairs, go to your stairs. If you don't have stairs or don't have a stepper, we can just go into a march on the spot. We are going to go for 2 minutes. You're going to get your heart rate afterwards. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So 2 minutes all the way through. So we're stepping up onto the stepper or the chair. That's good. If you don't have any equipment, we're just going to have a little march on the spot. So you'll see me do a little bit of both. If we're marching on the spot, we maybe lift those knees nice and high and get those arms going. So the elbows are 90 degrees. And again, your march is up to you, how far you go with those arms, up to you, how fast you go. Again, it's up to you. If we are using the stepper or the stairs, you'll notice I'm stepping up with one side. After 1 minute, can we step up on the other side? I will let you know when we're halfway, which is coming up shortly. So you'll see I'm getting up one leg. Halfway in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to use the opposite leg to step up and step down. Again, if you're marching, keep it nice and tall, big arm movements. Lifting those knees. So at the end, just remember, we're going to keep the feet moving. We can do that by just tapping the toes. We're going to get your heart rate, so you can use your wrist or the neck. You're going to count how many beats you've got. I'm going to count you 10 seconds and tell you when to start and stop. Afterwards, just write down that number. We can times it by 6 later on. You've got 15 seconds, so keep those knees going, keep them high. This is all for Beckett's University. Over there, team. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So just keep moving the feet, tap the toes. Find your pulse. We're going to go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Start counting. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Okay, so whatever number you got there, you're going to times it by 6. You're going to write it down on a little bit of paper. Just write down the number to begin with. We're going to go to your 30 seconds, sit to stand. So if you've got a chair, we'll use a chair. If not, we'll just go into squats, keeping that chest up, pushing that bum back. So you've got 30 seconds. Feel for the chair with the back of the legs. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. And how many sit to stands or squats can we do in 30 seconds? So we're feeling for the chair, back of the legs. We're pushing that bum back, keeping that back nice and straight. If you don't have a chair, just keep that chest up, and we're squatting down, feet hip width apart. Again, how many squats or sit to stands can we do? 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Good. So write down how many sit to stands you've just done in that 30 seconds. From there, just get yourself a good drink. So cheers everybody. Well done. Big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So you should have a reading and a record of your pulse. You can just have the number to begin with, and then later on we can times that by 6. How many sit to stands did you just do, or squats? You should have a number there as well. And we're going to start your first exercise. So 4 exercises, 4 minutes, 1 minute per exercise. Your first one is a side step in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So a side step to begin with. As usual, I will give you some progressions. If you need to regress it at any point, just come back to this level. So if you want to make it harder, let's raise the arm. Good. You want to make it harder again? Let's raise both arms. Good. Remember, you don't have to have the arms in. You can go one at a time, or you can lose the arms completely and just do that side step. Remember, toe down, heel, keeping tall, add in an arm if you want to make it slightly harder, add in both arms if you want to make it harder still. You've got another 10 seconds to go, then we're going to go into a lunge. So the lunge in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're going to take a stride forward, we're going to slightly dip that back knee. We're going to alternate sides. This one, make sure we keep it nice and tall. And we're sinking down. Try not to let that knee come too far forward. You want to make it a little bit harder, just try going a little bit lower in that knee. Again, just be careful of that front knee, not going too far forward. Okay, that's good. Again, you don't have to. You can just stick to pressing forward, a slight bend in that back knee. So it's almost of a stride forward before coming back up. That harder version, just getting a little bit lower in that knee. You've got 10 more seconds, and then we're going to go into a V step. So 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So feet narrow at the back, and when we step forward, we're stepping wide, step back, narrow. So imagine that letter V, stepping forward wide, stepping back narrow. After 30 seconds, can we swap the leg that we start with? Because you'll notice she's setting off with one leg. So we're coming up to halfway in 3, 2, 1. Can we use that opposite leg? Again, if you want to go that little bit harder with the exercise, you can go a little bit quicker. And you can even add in those arms as you step forward. You don't have to have the arms at all, you can just step forward, step back. That's good. 10 more seconds and then we go back to your sit to stance, or we can go into squats. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. So if we're doing squats, feet hip width apart, and we're getting down, pushing that bum back, keeping that chest up. So that's side on angle. See how the back's nice and straight. Watching those knees. We're sinking down. We want to reduce it, you've got the chair. Dining room table chair is absolutely fine. Pushing your bum back, sitting down and standing up. Try not to use your hands throughout this one. So you're trying to force yourself up off the chair using those arms. Try and have the arms at the front. If we're doing the squats, if you want to make it harder, just slow down the tempo a little bit. Remember to breathe. So you can slow down the tempo for the final couple of reps. Set 1 almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. So well done everybody. Set 1 done. Get yourself a quick drink. Keep those feet moving. Cheers everybody. Well done. Set 1 done. Set 2, we're going to start with a half start. So a few more seconds just to recover, let that heart rate come down. So a half start, same arm, same leg. You ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. So the Harry Worth exercise. Same arm, same leg, tapping out to the side. If you want to go that little bit quicker to make it harder, let's do so. You can slow it down as well, focusing on tapping that toe and getting that coordination in. Because if you start doing opposite arm, opposite leg, that's Saturday night fever. And you want same arm, same leg. But don't worry if you don't get that rhythm. Okay, we're still working, we're still exercising. We're just doing Saturday night fever instead. Again, if you want to go that little bit higher, you can maybe have both arms in. And you can go just that little bit quicker and slow it down. So next exercise, we're going to bring the hand to the opposite knee. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're lifting that knee up and we're driving it across the body. With a hand, we're just bringing it out in front, tapping that knee. If you want to make it slightly harder, let's do the elbow to the opposite knee. So we've got to really drive across. And with the upper body, we've just got to crunch over a little bit. Remember, big deep breaths. You go at your pace. So you can use the hand, you can use the elbow, you can even take away those arms and just lift that knee slightly across. That's good. And again, you can maybe up that pace just a little bit. You've got another 10 seconds. And we're back into that lunge. That's good. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So, into that lunge, we stride forward, we bring that knee, come back up to the top. Then we swap sides. It's up to you how low you go with that knee. So if you've got sore knees, you can just stride forward, stride back. Stride forward, stride back. If those knees are okay, maybe just start to go just that little bit lower. All the time, this upper body keeps nice and tall. So what I don't want to see is when we lunge, we're lunging forward. Keep upright, keep the shoulders back. That's good. You have the hands on the hips as well, a little bit of small support. A little bit of balance as well. That's good, so just take your time, you choose your level. One more exercise for set 2. You've got to step back. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're tapping the toe back. If you want to make that harder, you can add in both arms straight out in front. If you want to make that a little bit harder, instead of the arms going to about shoulder height, let's really reach up as far up as we can. So try to touch the ceiling. So that's your hardest level. Medium is arms to shoulder height. And then your low level, take away the arms and just have to tap back with the toes. All the time keeping tall. And we're breathing. So we should be feeling a little bit more breathless. We're going up to the end of your set 2, so we're well into your session. That heart rate will be elevated. You may feel a little bit sweaty as well. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax there. That is set 2 done. Again, get yourself a quick drink. Keep those feet moving. We're going to go into your last set. We're going to start with a heel dig. So I'll give you another 10 seconds or so. Quick drink. So cheers, everybody. It's not gin and tonic. It's water. Okay. So we're going to start with heel digs. We're going to dig the heel into the floor, lift that toe. So when you're ready, come join me. Heel dig. Let's add in those arm curls to make it a little bit harder. So elbows are keeping into the body, keeping nice and tall, as you can see from the side angle. You want to make it even harder. Let's squeeze those elbows, squeeze the top of the arms, squeeze those shopping bag muscles when the arms come up to the top. Okay? Good. So try not to have those elbows out wide, keep them into the body. Digging that heel down, lifting that toe. And again, you find your pace for you. We've got another 10 more seconds, and then we're going to go into a box step. So imagine stepping on all 4 corners of a box. So your feet are always wide. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. So 10 the feet wide, we're going to step forward wide, step back wide. So again, we're stepping on all 4 corners of that box. And again, if you want to make it a little bit harder, maybe go that a little bit quicker, and we can add in those arms as well. That's good. So after halfway, you'll notice that you're stepping with your good leg, or one leg. But we maybe swap to the other side. So 3, 2, 1. Let's swap those legs. So we've got that bit of rhythm. That's good, well done. The next exercise in 15 seconds, we've got a squat and a heel raise. So we can break this one down if we need to. We can just do heel raises, or we can put them together into squat and heel raise. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. So I'm going to use the wall for this, just for a little bit of support. My feet are hip width apart, chest is up. I'm going to squat down, and then I'm going to slowly come up, lifting those heels up, and then slowly back down to the floor. Back into that squat. Lifting up into that heel raise. Now you can choose which exercise. You can do a heel raise on its own. If that's the case, just bring the feet hip width apart. Raise up for 3 seconds, and then slowly down for 3 seconds. So you're taking away that squat. So you're working those calves, you're working your balance as well. Okay? So we can squat, heel raise. If you take a little wobble, just take that recovery step, and then come back. Your last one, you've got a tandem walk. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So heel down, toe down. You want your feet as narrow as you can. You want an inch gap between your toe and your heel. So that side on angle. Heel down, toe down, and take that recovery step if you need to. You've got that inch gap. We're keeping that head, we're keeping your chin parallel to the floor. If you run out of room, just simply turn around and start again. You want to try and make sure that your weight is distributed evenly over both feet when we're stepping down. So we can hold it for a second before we take that next step, making sure that we're comfortable before we go. Again, once you've done, or got as far across the room as you can, just simply turn around. And remember, you can use that recovery step if you need to, if you feel a little bit wobbly. Almost there. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Well done everybody, good stuff. So that is our sets done. If you get yourself a quick drink again, we'll just take it into a little cool down. It flies by, doesn't it? We might have to start making these sets a little bit longer, I think. And let me know if it's too easy. Okay, it might be easy for some people, it might be too hard for others. If we don't know, if we don't get the feedback, then we're not going to know if this session's really working. Okay, so we're just going to keep the feet moving. So in the cool down, we just take things down a little touch. So at the minute, I'm just tapping the toe forward. I'm not doing it fast. I'm not doing it with any great pressure with that foot in yet. We're just going to take it into your upper body stretch. So take the arm across the body, hold on to that forearm and pull it in nice and tight. And make sure it is your forearm, don't be holding your elbow or your wrist. Hold that forearm. And then we pull it into the body nice and tight. And again, you'll see them still tapping the toes. If you've got room, you can walk forwards a little bit and walk back. What we don't want is you stood still. Okay? We want you to keep moving those feet. From there, let's swap sides. Take the arm across, hold on to that forearm, pull it in nice and tight. Okay, good. Again, you can spread those fingers. You should feel that stretch right in the arm, maybe in that shoulder a little bit. And relax there. Just give those arms a little shake. Well done. From there, hands together, push forward, roll the shoulders forward, feel the stretch in the top of your back. That's good, well done. Excellent. From there, relax those arms, take the hands into the small of your back, squeeze those elbows together, lift the chest nice and tall. That's good. Remember to breathe in through the nose, out from the mouth. And we can relax there, give those arms a little shake. Okay, so now we're just going to take the feet out to the side. And I want you to emphasise this time on pressing that toe into the floor. So it should be a nice pressing. That's good. Okay, so we're going to take the feet nice and wide. We're going to point the toe the way we're going. So I'm going to go left foot, I'm going to go across to the left side. There, that straight leg should feel a nice stretch down there. We're going to raise the arm up and over the body. That's good. And back up. So, just bring those toes back in, and then let's go to the other side. We'll get the toe facing the way we've got to go across, leaning across. Nice straight leg, feeling stretching your groin. And raise the arm up and over that body into that stretch across. Again, you should feel a nice stretch down the side, the inside of that straight leg. Okay, and back up to the top. Again, just bring those feet in, give the legs a little shake. You're just going to tap the toe back. And again, I want you to emphasise on pressing that toe into the floor. Keep it nice and tall. So now, hopefully your heart rate should be dropping. Okay, not too much. Dropping down from the exercise. And the breathlessness, that should be sort of going away now. So you should be able to hold a good conversation. From there, we're just going to take one foot back, lift the other foot forward. We're going to bend on that front knee, keep it tall, then we shift away. Heel down, toes on the floor, keep it in. You can have the hands on the hips if you need a little bit of support. You can rest both hands on that front thigh. Try and keep the weight into that back heel so you feel the stretch in your calf. And we're going to slowly come up. Again, just give those legs a little shake and we're going to go to the other side. So swapping sides, bending on that front knee and then just taking that weight forward, keeping that back heel on the floor. So try not to let it lift up. And then it always put pressure through so you feel the stretch in your calf, and your hands can be on the hips or on the thighs. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Try not to hold your breath. Good, well done. And slowly up from there. Again, just give those legs a good little shake. Well done. So, heel down, toe up, pressing that heel into the floor. And again, nothing too fast, just taking your time. You're going to go into a couple more stretches. That's good. So we're going to take one foot forward, heel down, keep the toe raised. That back leg, just have a soft bend. Hands on the hips, keeping tall, and lean forward at the waist. There you should feel a nice stretch in the back of your leg, in that hamstring area, just under the bum cheeks. Breathe in, exhale out. Just a few more seconds. And slowly up. Again, just give those legs a little shake. And across to the other side. Heel down, toe up, soft knee, hands on the waist. And hips, and just lean forward. Again, if you want to feel this one just a little bit more, just lift that front toe a little bit higher. Again, all the time, remember to breathe. And 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Again, just give those legs a little shake. So this time, I want you to wiggle your toes, okay? And we're going to take that chin down to the chest. So you should be looking at your toes, and they should be wiggling. If you're exercising with your partner, have a look at their toes, are they wiggling? Okay? Just going to take the head up to centre and look to one side. Again, keep wiggling those toes. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And let's look across to the other side. Nice, slow, controlled movements. Keep wiggling those toes. And let's bring it back from there. So now, stop those toes, and we just want to raise those heels up, but keep your toes on the floor. Okay? So just lifting those heels up a little bit. And then as we do, we're just going to take the arm up, place it to the centre of the back and ease back with the opposite hand. So there you should feel a nice stretch in that tricep or shopping bag muscles. Again, you'll see that my feet carry on moving, just lifting those heels up. And slowly up. Let's do the other side, raise the arm up into the centre of the back. Ease back for that tricep stretch. That's good, keep lifting those heels. And we can relax there, give those arms a little shake. And give those legs a little shake. Well done everybody. So a little bit of breathing techniques now. So we're going to bring the feet hip width apart. We're going to soften those knees, we're going to take those arms across. We're going to inhale, lifting those arms up. We're going to just cross over the arms and exhale nice and slow back to the start position, bending those knees. Again, inhale, get as much oxygen into that body as you can, just cross the arms over. Start to exhale as the arms go. One more time, inhale, across the arms. And exhale. Just bring the hands to centre. Well done everybody, good stuff. Give those legs a little shake. That is our health circuits class done. Well done everybody. So just a little brief before we finish. Selena is back with Tai Chi on Thursday, 9 AM. Okay, so make sure you tune into that. Your Beckett's University score, so your 2 minutes challenge, make sure you send them to me. Okay, you can do that via your email, health.programs@leeds.gov.uk. So that just one more time, health.programs@leeds.gov.uk. Okay. So send them through to me, as well as your 30 seconds sit-to stands. I know many of you have been doing, but please continue to do that, and we are always in feedback with the Beckett's University with that. So that is that. Carry on watching those YouTube channels, okay, the active leads. We will be opening sort of shortly, but we are doing it in phase stages. So if your leisure centre isn't open, it will be open sort of shortly. But just bear with us for that, okay? We're making sure that everything's nice and safe, not only for you guys, but for us as well, okay? So, apart from that, that is it from me. Any feedback is great as well. Please send them through to the health programmes inbox, and myself and Carol will be sort of going through them. Apart from that, enjoy your week, enjoy your time, and speak to you soon. Well done everybody.